Once upon a time, in a land surrounded by silver rivers and golden mountains, there was a beautiful kingdom called Lunaria. The skies were always bright, and the royal castle stood tall with shining towers that touched the clouds. King Leon and Queen Maribel ruled the kingdom with kindness and wisdom, and everyone in Lunaria lived in peace and laughter. But deep inside the royal castle lived their youngest child, Princess Elara, a gentle girl with curious eyes and a heart full of dreams. Unlike her older brothers who were brave knights, Elara was shy. She often stayed in the castle garden, watching butterflies and wondering what it felt like to be truly brave. One day, a dark cloud covered the kingdom. A cold wind blew, and all the flowers in the royal garden began to wilt. The royal healer told the king that the crystal of light, the magic stone that protected Lunaria, had lost its glow. Without it, the whole kingdom would fall into darkness. The king announced that whoever could restore the crystal's light would be named the Royal Guardian of Lunaria. Princes, knights, and even travelers from far lands tried, but no one could find the way to the Cave of Reflections, where the crystal was hidden. Princess Elara quietly listened. Her heart trembled. She wanted to help, but her mind whispered, "You're too small, too quiet, too weak." Then she remembered something her mother always told her. "True courage isn't the absence of fear, my dear. It's doing what's right even when you're afraid." That night, Elara packed a tiny bag, carried a lantern, and set off secretly before sunrise. The journey was long and full of challenges. She crossed whispering forests where the trees warned travelers to turn back, and climbed cliffs where the winds howled like wild beasts. But Elara kept going, whispering to herself, "I can do this." Finally, she reached the Cave of Reflections. Inside, the walls shimmered like mirrors, showing Elara her fears, her worries, her mistakes, her self-doubt. A voice echoed, "Only one with a pure and brave heart can awaken the crystal." Elara looked at her reflection. "I may be small," she said softly, "but my love for my people is big enough to light any darkness." With trembling hands, she placed her palm on the dull crystal, and suddenly, a warm light spread through the cave. The crystal glowed brighter and brighter until it filled the sky with golden rays. When she returned, the kingdom rejoiced. The rivers sparkled again, flowers bloomed, and the sun returned to Lunaria. The king lifted his daughter and said proudly, "You have shown us that bravery lives not in size or strength, but in the heart that never gives up." From that day, Princess Elara was known as Elara the Brave, the youngest and kindest royal guardian of Lunaria. And every year, the people of the kingdom celebrated the Day of Light, not just to honor their princess, but to remind everyone that even the smallest heart can shine the brightest light. Moral of the story: true courage isn't about being the strongest. It's about believing in yourself and doing what's right, even when you're afraid.